Hello class, this is Excel chapter 2. So if you are on SimNet, click on chapter 2. You will find the pause and practice 2-1 here. Click on this to access the exercise 2-1. In all first exercises, you have a file to download. So click this file, it automatically downloads to your download folder. Double click to open. Okay, that's normally your first task. And we are going to keep it half and half so we are able to see both the exercise and the perfect rentals. Okay, the instructions, and we are going to see the file here too. Okay, when it is needed, we will make it a full screen and to complete the exercise. Okay, once again, let's keep it half and half so we are able to see both the exercise and the so the first task is open the perfect rentals 02 Excel file, which I have done, and this is in a protected mode now, so you have to click on enable editing to change to editing view. This is protecting view. From protected view, click on enable editing. It will bring you back to the editing view where you will be able to edit your file. Okay, right, now let's go on to task 2. Save the file as your initials PPE 2-1. That's what we are going to do. So we're going to click on file, save as, file, save as, and then choose your, I'm going to save it into my documents, and then you save it as DL, your initials PPE 2-1. Okay, save the file. Now the file has been saved in a different name. If you see at the top, you should see the file name has been changed. Okay, good luck. Next we go on to the third task. Enter addition formula, select rental days sheet. If you closely look, there are 4 different sheets in this Excel worksheet. I'm going to maximize it to show you. There is rental income sheet, break even sheet, P&L, a profit and loss sheet, rental days, rates, startup, and guest data. So make sure you are in the correct sheet when using the task correctly. Okay, so let's go back. It's asking us to select the rental days sheet, which is here. Click on rental days sheet. Now we are on rental days sheet. Select D23. Once again, I told you could use the name bar in order to select. So D23, it's asking us to go to D23. I enter D23, it takes me to D23 here. And then it says type equal to. All formulas in Excel start with equal to or a plus. So let's start with an equal to, and then select D7. Select the cell D7, which is D7 here. Select it. Okay. And use the plus mathematical operator to plus. And then select D15. D15 is right here. So you select D15. Okay, and then again use the plus operator and then select D19. D19 is here. So the formula should look like D7 plus D15 plus D19. That's what it says here. It says make sure your formula looks like this, and then when you hit enter, it automatically adds up those three cells and gives you the sum here. Okay, so make sure that your answer is 89. That means your formula is correct. Your addition formula has worked. Next, let's go to task H. Select D24 to complete your addition formula for Wisconsin. Okay, so select D24 and complete. So hit enter. If you go to click on this. Okay, so we have to complete the same formula for Wisconsin now. We just have to take a look at what are the Wisconsin here. WI1, 2, Oh, there's only two. So let's do the Wisconsin formula here. So Wisconsin days means we have to go and total number of days equal to, so let's go to D24. So we have to repeat the same formula that we did for Minnesota for Wisconsin here. Okay. So click on here and then let it start with the equal to once again. And then you select all the WIs. Okay. So Wisconsin 27, this is 1. Okay. We do plus, and then the next WI is here. Complete the addition for Wisconsin, which is 1, 2. There's also another one here, sorry. Plus, we have to do D8 and then D10. Let's just do one by one. D8 plus Wisconsin is another one. Okay. Now, when you hit enter, it automatically gives you 114. See, so select the cells D24, complete the addition formula for Wisconsin. So we have selected D24 and added all the WI Wisconsin here, which gives you 114. It says the result is 114. That means it's correct. Now create and copy 3D formula with the relative cells. Okay. Now let's click on. Now we are on to task 4. We click on rental income sheet. Let's go back to rental income sheet. If you click on this, it tells you all the sheets that are here. So if you maximize it, you'll see all the sheets right here. You can click the arrow key to go forward and backward. It's asking us to select the rental income sheet. So we are on the rental income sheet. Let's click on this. And now we go to task 4. Select the rental income sheet. We have selected it. And now we select E5. Select E5. So enter E5. So we are here on E5. So we select start equal to. What we are learning now is called relative cell referencing. So we click equal to and select D5. D5. Okay. And then the next is type asterisk or use the multiplication property, and then select rates sheet tab. Okay, make sure you go to rate sheet tab, which is here. So we are referencing from another sheet in the same Excel file. Okay, so that's called referencing or cell referencing from another sheet. So we go to rate sheet, click on rate sheet. Okay, the sheet name is inserted in the formula bar. So if you see now, it is D5 from that sheet times rates sheet colon followed by an exclamation point. That means we are going to a different sheet. Select cell D5 from the rental rate. So let's go back to D5. The rate is here. Click on this. Okay. Now press enter. When you press enter, it will automatically change the answer in the other sheet. Let's do that. See here. See, it goes back automatically to rental income and changes the answer. That means you have multiplied D5 times the rates in the rate sheet D5. Okay, I'm just explaining it to you. So yes, you can reference from one sheet to another within the same file in Excel. Okay, so this is how you do it. Once again, put equal to, select D5, which is here, times, you select the rate sheet and then select D5. Make sure that this rate sheet is entered when you select the rates. Okay, this is how you enter cell referencing or relative cell referencing from other sheets. Okay, all right. Now we go to cell E5. We are on task H. We go to cell E5, which is here. Now we are going to copy this formula throughout. Okay, so what do we do? Again, fill handle. It says select cell E5. We've selected cell E5. Fill handle, you know, you go to the corner of this, it creates a fill handle, the black dark black cross, and select it and drag until E19, which is here. Now if you see, automatically it changes. Here it was D5 times rates D5. Here it is D6 times rates D6. Here it is D7 times rates D7. That means it copies all the rates from here into this sheet, rental days, rental income, and it automatically calculates all the income depending upon the total days times the rate per day. Okay, so that's how you copy relative referencing from one. Use the fill handle. Okay, so that is task H and 9. Okay, now we go to I. Select cells E5 to E19. Select all the way from here to here. We're just selecting it, not fill handling it. Select it and click number format from the number group. So home tab, number group. Click on home tab, number group, and then select number format. Okay, choose currency. Now we are in task J. Choose currency. Now this is currency. Okay, and then see, now you're not able to see this only because your the column size is not enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to select this and then go to cells. Okay, and sorry, you're going to go to formatting, format. Okay, you're going to select auto fit column width. That means it will automatically fit or increase the column to fit all the digits in the numbers, for example, like that. Okay, see, now you're able to see the numbers. So when you selected currency, let's go back to the instructions. So when you select the currency, it will automatically add that it will convert all the numbers into a currency, adding a dollar sign and 2 decimals to it. Okay, so auto fit column width is actually making sure that you're able to see all the digits. It gives you the visibility, it makes it visible. Now select A1. To go to A1, you could either type A1 here or you could hit Control and Home. Okay, so when you are in Control and Home on here, when you are selecting the Excel worksheet, and then when you hit Control and Home, automatically it will take you to A1. Wherever you are in the Excel worksheet, it takes you to A1. That's the end of task 4. Now we go to task 5, creating a copying 3D formula with a sum function. Okay. Previously we did a formula with multiplication. Now we are going to do a sum function. Click the P&L sheet, which is here. P&L sheet. We are in the profit and loss sheet here. Make sure you are on the correct sheet when you're doing the exercise or the tasks. Right. Next, let's go to select B5. So we could type B5 here in the name section. Okay, B5. It will take you to B5. That's here. And now we're going to start the formula equal to. Now we are going to use the formula sum. Okay, and press tab. When you press the tab, automatically it gives you the parenthesis. Now you got to go to the rental income sheet. Once again, we are doing relative referencing from another sheet in the same file. So click on rental income, select cells E5-E6, E5-E6. Okay, because we are adding all the Illinois state income only. Okay, let's hit enter. Okay. Okay, when you hit enter, it automatically closes the parenthesis. There you go. Here it calculates the sum only for the state of Illinois. Okay, good. See, the answer should be 26,460. The answer is 26,460. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the formula, just to explain, equal to sum from rental income, we have added E5 and E6. we have sum. We have summed up E5 and E6 from the rental income sheet. Okay, right. Next, let's go on to, we are going to go to the next one, which is select B6, which is here. Okay, we're going to copy do the same thing. We're going to repeat it for Indiana. So we're going to say equal to sum, press the tab key, and then select the rental income sheet once again, and then to E7 and E9. So E7 to E9. Here there are three cells that you have to select, E7 to E9, and hit enter. Automatically it selects this. Okay. Now, because it is a number, once again, if you want to make it into a currency, you can go to the numbers and add the currency. But if it is not told, you could just leave it like that. Okay, and then decrease the decimals. Now that you're used to all this in the previous exercises, you should be able to do that. So the answer should be 30,650. The answer is 30,650. So we have completed task E now. Now let's go to in the cells B7, B8 and B9. We'll have to repeat the same formulas for Michigan, Minnesota and Wisconsin. Okay, let's try that now. So we're going to here and then we're going to do equal to the same sum, tab, we go to rental income and then we select the MI, the 4 from E10 to E13 and hit enter. It automatically adds up. Again, we do the same for Minnesota, equal to sum, tab, we go to rental income and do the add all the Minnesota tabs, which is 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. Enter, copies. Going to do the same for Wisconsin, equal to sum, tab, select the rental income, and we're going to do that for Wisconsin too. Enter. Now to convert this all back into for currency, we select all the 3 and then we go to numbers, we go to dollars, and because it has 2 decimals, if you want you can keep it, but if you want to decrease it, you can decrease it so all of them are uniform. Now you must have realized that as this number keeps changing, the sum is also changing here. Okay, just an information for you. Keep saving your file from time to time, please. So make sure you go to file and hit save once again. Okay, right. Next we go to so to make sure that we've done it correctly, check the total reference in B10. B10 should have been 166,990. Just to make sure that your additions have been are correct. Okay. Right. Next we go to task 6. Create and copy formula with absolute reference. We're going to see what is absolute reference now. Relative reference is the formula will change according to the cell. We saw that in the P&L or in the rental thing, we saw that when we copied it, the formulas actually changed as per that. For example, in the rental income, when we calculated the sum, see it automatically changed from D5 to D6 to D7 to D8 and D9. That's actually called relative referencing. As the cell changes, the referencing will also change. Okay, that's called relative referencing. Absolute referencing is, let's say you want one cell to be constant and you want the others to change. How are we going to do that? That's absolute referencing. Okay, let's take a look at absolute referencing in task 6. Okay, it says select cell B14 in the P and L sheet. Make sure you are in the P and L sheet, which is the yellow one here. Click on this. Make sure you are in the profit and loss statement and select B14, which is, so if you want to go to B14, type B14 here. It takes you here. Okay. Here it's calculating the expenses, registration and local fees. Here it says 5 expenses listed in B14 to B18 are calculated as a percentage of total revenue. Okay, so the total revenue here is 166,990, and we're going to take only 1% from another sheet and calculate the total, a percentage of the total revenue. How are we going to do that? Let's click B14. So we are here in B14. So we start equal to the formula and then click cell B10, which is the total revenue. And then we press F4. Okay, F4. When you click the F4, okay, or if you do not have an F4 in your keyboard or your computer, you could even type this $B $10. Okay, make sure you do this. This $B $10 will give you the absolute referencing. Okay, and then after that we type times, you use the multiplication, and then we click on H5 for percentage. Let's go to H5. We go to H5. See, registration and local cost is 5.3% of the total revenue, which is 1,609.90. So we're going to calculate for 5.3% of 66,990. So we got to select 5.3%. Okay, H5. Select that and press enter. See, automatically it calculates 8,767. See, the answer is correct. Now the formula behind this is here, absolute referencing to 10. So this is going to be constant for all of these expenses, whereas the percentage from here is going to change. Okay, so to make this unit constant, we do $B $10. That means cell B, cell 10 will be constant, whereas this H5 will keep changing as per the rate mentioned here. Okay, now let's do for the others. Okay, select B14, meaning go back to B14 here. Okay, B14, click on number tab, again home tab, number. Make sure they are in accounting format. It says make sure that you are in the accounting number format. So there are different types of numbers, like there is percentage, there is currency, there is comma style, decrease and increase indent. Make sure you are in the percentage or accounting style. So in order to do the accounting style, select this down and make sure you select you are in the accounting style. There are different types. See, there's number, currency, there's date, time, percentage, fraction. Now we have been asked to select the accounting format. Select the accounting format here. Okay, right. Next, we're going to copy the formula from B14 to B18. From here to here, we're going to copy. Once again, see, if you see this cell B10 is going to be constant, whereas this H5 is relative. This is absolute referencing, this is relative referencing. So this will be the same, meaning 1,666,990, whereas the percentage from H5, H6 and H7 will change according to the percentage here. Let's try that. Okay, so let's go here. We're going to see again, once again, select this, use your fill handle, select until this. There we go. There you go. See, when you click on this, it will say, see, B10 will be the same for all of them. B10, 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 B10 will be the same. But this H will keep changing. H9, H8, H7, H6. The reason is the percentages here are different for different costs. So cleaning fee is 10%. So the cleaning fee would have been calculated as 10% of this cost. So this cost is constant, whereas the percentages are relative from this table here. I hope you understand what is relative referencing and absolute referencing now. Okay, so now we have copied the absolute referencing formula for all the exercises. That's the end of task 6. Okay, please continue saving your file. Once again, click on file and save. From time to time, make sure your files, or you can have your auto save on here. You could also do that. Okay, right. Next we go on to, if this video is going to be longer, I'm going to make it into 2 parts. So this is the end of the first part. So we have completed relative referencing formula till 6. Okay, we will see the task 7, 8 and until 9 and 11 in the next part. Okay, I hope it helps. Wait for part 2.